Hello everybody. So I don't think I've ever done a video, an actual video at my office. This is my actual office where I see clients in person. So this is a tank that I set up back in October. It's the end of February right now. So I literally brought this, I think this is a 50 long. So this is my therapy office, like I said, where I see clients in person. Heavily dated. This is like over the top dirted tank. Got a handful of some, I think that is a micro sword. And then I got some, I think that's Val, like grassy stuff in the back. Guppy grass. Then my Gadaids. So this is where most of my Gadaids are. I got Gadaids kind of scattered in different tanks too. These guys just grabbed something. That was kind of cool. Didn't catch it. Oh yeah. I think that's a shrimp. I don't know. That's what these guys do. They're pretty wild. Well, they are wild, right? So what is in this tank? I got my cherry barbs. Got a handful of cherry barbs, and I got some new babies. That's what I really want to show you guys, my new babies. This tank is still settling. It's there's a lot of tannins because of the substrate. Some crazy looking weird guppies. There's a couple of them that are still alive in here that haven't been chased down and eaten by the Gadaids. It's kind of a cool looking mixed guppy of some sort. There's a baby guppy. So I did see some babies. Let me see if I can find those babies again. I saw some babies kind of swimming together. I don't want to say schooling because I don't know if they were actually schooling, because there's like different terms. There's schooling, shoaling. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to figure out which is which for these guys, if they're doing what. It's kind of cool to show you guys. So this water is supposed to be a little bit harder. I guess for these type of Gadaids, it doesn't need to be, because these guys are pretty adaptable. But there's giant pieces of live rock. Saltwater people, you guys know what live rock is. It's giant pieces of coral. It's not live rock anymore, obviously, because this is fresh water, but giant pieces of calcium carbonate, I think, is what these giant pieces of coral are. So yeah, so it's kind of a fun little tank. And you know, the tannins are because of the substrate. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but this tank will stay here forever. That is the nice thing about these tanks. It's because they are in my therapy office. Or my house, as you guys know. I have moved multiple times in a couple years. I lived out in Cascade Locks. That's where I really got into this fish breeding stuff. I think that was about 3 years ago. 3 years I've moved. 3-4 years. I've moved from Cascade Locks to 82nd. From 82nd to Gresham. That's where I am now. And when I was in Gresham, that's where I am now, I was setting my fish room up in the shed outside, and just as I got all the tanks settled in, made a last minute decision to bring the tanks in the house from the shed. So it's just a shit show. But this is cool, you know, just being able to see how these things actually do what they're supposed to do if you're not messing with them every couple of weeks. Such a nightmare. So this tank has been here for just a couple months. Now let's go ahead and take a look at my other tank. Can't say dirt. You have to say soil. The dirted tank, soil. All those ecologists out there. here's my office. Got my little group guy, painting I did for the office when I first moved in. I still need to get some paintings for this wall. It's so ridiculous. I don't know what my problem is. It's my pothos. Pothos, avocado tree, my peace lily. This avocado tree is so cool. I need to get myself a nice long stick cause, so I can get this thing so it's not leaning over so much. But my hand's in the way. Got my own little refrigerator. So this is my other tank. Now this was a 24 karat gold guppy tank, but they just got so boring. Just kind of lame. So taking a closer look. Oh. Aquarium Co-op light. Shout out Aquarium Co-op. What's up? The other tank has shop lights on it because I ain't got no money. That's what crisis therapists, we ain't got no money. There's a lot of babies. It's kind of cool. So this is supposed to be swordtails. These guys are going to be this is going to be like swordtails and I guess 24 karat gold guppies because there's still 24 karat gold guppies in there. And as this grows up more, I think that'll be a lot easier for the babies to hide. I got it's a different type of, I keep wanting to say Val Nassaria, but I don't know if it's actually that. And there's an Endler. So that basically means I'm not gonna mess with it, man. I'm not. It's just stupid guppies, man. I'm gonna stick to wild type fish. You know, or I have my mixed mollies that I sell to one of the local stores. And they're mixed mollies. They're just mixed mollies. Like, here you go. I got mixed mollies. They're super healthy. Here you go. And they're pretty happy with them. I do have some high fin platies that I'm going to try to keep pure. Like, you know, the strain that was man-made, basically. And these mixed swordtails will be kind of cool. Because that's supposed to be a swordtail. That little black and red fish right in front of me. We'll have to wait and see once it gets a little bit bigger. I have auto feeders on these guys. I'm in my office a couple days a week. I'm not here every day. As you guys know, I have my office here where I see clients in person, and then I have my office at home where I do virtual. So, yeah, so it's kind of a cool tank. Zoom out a bit so you guys can see. Go ahead and do that. No, that's wrong. That? Oh yeah, that is zoomed out. So I think this is a 30 tall. So, oh, that's too close. So yeah, so I'm gonna let this tank also go. This is just gonna be the way it is. This is gonna be more of a decorative tank for the fish, or not for the fish. Decorative tank for the fish. Decorative tank for my clients to see. Just so something, because I've said in the past, I focus on childhood traumas, adults that haven't processed their childhood traumas, I guess I should say. People dealing with stuff in the past, and I'm just like, what's going on today? What can we do about that thing that you're talking about? You know, focusing on the here and now, and what can we do about it? Blah blah blah. That's what I do. But no, this is kind of cool. You know, like, I don't want to throw anything in here that's going to eat the babies, because, you know, I do want to take the babies out and sell them either at the auctions or sell them to local people. So part of me is like, let's get an angelfish. Let's get a, you know, like a pearl gourami. Yeah, like, I don't know, but I think the swordtails will be cool once they actually get bigger. There is There is a cheesy red swordtail. You're pretty common. I mean, I'm really excited about these different colored. Like once this guy gets bigger, it's weird looking, that thing. I don't know. But I mean, if you look at the bottom, you can see baby fish down here. I'm not talking about this little dude. I'm talking about really tiny ones that were just born this last week. Because there's always, I'm always finding new baby fish in these tanks. Yeah, it's like plants starting to come up. It takes a little while for some of these to grow because they're so slow growing. But I think once they get, because like I said, I ain't going nowhere. This office is like, this is my office, and I'm never changing my office because I like the location. It's not your typical therapy office. You come here, you don't feel like you're seeing a therapist. You feel like you're kind of incognito. Like this is a, this is like an industrial area. I'll show you guys what it looks like out the window. So, well, I got a big old truck in front of me right now here, but this thing right there. I mean, okay, so my actual office, you guys could find easily because my name is Justice Arledge. And, you know, Justice Arledge, mental health therapy, you're going to find my office. So I don't mind doing this. But, so this place right across the street is completely insane. What they do is, like, if you've got like a Ferrari or any other crazy high-end sports car, and you want to put new seats in or a new stereo system, you take it to those guys. Then around the corner down there, like down that road there, there's like some like dealership. It's not like a dealership where you see the cars. It's like you special order the cars and they bring them in. So like these really super expensive European cars. I've seen some crazy looking cars come out of the shop over there. And they literally roll them into like a big old, like, I don't know, like a big bus looking thing. Like not I want to say a milk truck. I don't know what else to call these trucks with the big, like a horse trailer kind of thing, but it's not a horse trailer obviously. But yeah, because they're delivering them to whoever just bought this $2 million car. But I don't know, just for fun of it. I know the water's pretty low. I should have brought some water for today, but I'll bring some water tomorrow. I have my own. I create my own water so I don't have any major crashes, because the last thing I need to do is deal with the Water Bureau messing with the water. But if you look up here, you can find baby fish up here too. It's kind of cool. I hate these floating plants, but they're really good for the baby fish to hide in. So it's funny how quiet it is here compared to my actual office at home. This little bitty guy. Look at that little bitty guy. I don't know. I want to say that's one of the swordtails, but I have no clue. It could be a guppy, just a different color. It's so tiny. A little too, I don't know. We'll have to see. It takes a little while for them to develop that sword. But yeah, it'll be cool. So it's just crazy looking. Like, I am so excited about that little bitty fish to see what it's going to look like once it gets bigger. All right, guys. I'll show you guys one more thing, and then I'll end this. And So this pothos here, this pothos is not actually growing in the plant, and these, some of them are, just because I've kind of laid them down into these plants. Like here's my jade plant, for instance, and man, I keep getting my finger in this video. It's horrible. But it's right here. Like this is obviously not that one, but I'm not gonna pull it up because I don't want to mess it up. But it's the roots. These roots are like in the aquarium, and it's been in here for a very long time. Like I would say about 4 years. I think I've had this. Oh, look at the baby fish. As soon as I start moving this thing around, oh look, yeah. So you can see all of the pothos roots. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool, huh? Baby fish can hide in that all day. So, all right, cool. I just thought I'd show you guys that because that is crazy. My hand is slipping. All right, back to this. So that's what I want to show you guys. That giant root ball. I know the glare is horrible. I don't even see it. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. But it's that little bitty shrimp. Yeah, it's got to be a shrimp there. Yeah, I stirred this stuff up at the top, and there's a bunch of baby fish that swim down. I was trying to find some of them. I'm just gonna leave this the way it is. The 24 karat gold. There is some 24 karat gold. Like that is a pure 24 karat gold female. There's one pure 24 karat gold male in here still. Oh, there's one of my red-tailed goodeids that I need to get out. The red-tailed goodeids, I will get them out and put them in the other tank because they are. I mean, of course, these other guys get aggressive too. The swordtails, once they get older, they do get aggressive. But I want those red-tailed goodeids to breed. So, but yeah, it's kind of cool seeing the shrimp down in here too, messing around with stuff. Where did you go? I just wanted to show you guys the actual office of where I see clients. If you guys were interested in what I actually do. So, you know, this is a cheap old shop lights, but they work. This is a so my buddy's office is right over here, but this guy works for Project Response, and he's done some other stuff. He's a cool guy. He's also a substance use therapist. Does a lot of substance use stuff, a lot of stuff with the courts. I have not done stuff with the courts, but I do get a lot of clients with DUIs that have to see a therapist. So like, you know, like they'll finish their, so if you get like a DUI, a lot of times you'll have to go to like all of these different classes, and they're really expensive, really expensive. And then your probation officer will have you see a therapist as well. So then they contact someone like me, and they're like, hey, can I see you for substance use? And as a mental health professional with my education, I have the background education to do that, but I don't have a CDAC, Certified Drug and Alcohol Addictions License. But I do have a master's degree in mental health counseling. I've taken all those classes. I just don't have that silly license thing, which I think is just a waste of money when you have what I already have. It's kind of cool to see the loach come out. I want to pack this thing full of loaches. Wouldn't that be cool? Just more things for my clients to look at while they're talking about horrible shit. It's Coolio loaches, I think is what that guy's called. It's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know, I'm just blabbing. Well, yeah, so thanks for watching. I mean, it's kind of a little of a different video, but I was like, I don't think I've ever done a video here. An actual, like, talking about what I do. Maybe I have, who knows. All right. Yeah. You guys have a great rest of your day or night, whatever time it is you guys are watching this. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, send me a message, say hi, say what's up. And I hear like I watch a lot of History of Buried in Your Aquarium, and I know Alex talks about this stuff a lot, and he always says that they're gonna demonetize him or something. I don't know how that works. Let me show you guys this. Okay? Justice Arledge, MS. And that's got all of my credentials on it. Masters of Science. I am a mental health professional. It's got my Washington number and my Oregon number. So if YouTube wants to know if I'm more qualified to talk about this stuff than to talk about fish. So whatever. I don't know. But seriously, right? So yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know how they do that kind of stuff, because this is my actual talking about suicide prevention and substance use and all that. That's what I do for a living. Put it to you this way. The Board of Oregon lets me do it. Oregon Healthcare lets me do it. So if YouTube has a problem with it, I think that's a YouTube problem, not a me problem. And I don't care if I'm making money off of this or not, as far as like the YouTube stuff. I just want you guys to be able to see these videos and find some type of enjoyment in it. Blah, 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 blah. These guys are so funny. It's like if you see a normal fish do that, it usually means there's something wrong. But these guys just do it for whatever reason. It's like just shaking his head. Shaking his head. It's like, I don't like it. I mean, that's an old female. I don't know how old that female is, but look how big she is. And there's this dude. Those guys are so much fun to watch. They're just crazy looking little thing. These little babies. I literally was ending this video a second ago, and now I'm like, oh look, something pretty to look at. I'm so easily distracted. I'm excited about these babies though. I am so excited about these babies, even though that little guppy is excited too and wants to chase it around. So yeah, if any of you guys are in Portland or close by and you guys want any fish, you can always message me and say, what you got? And I'll be like, I got this. But these cherry barbs, I got a bunch of cherry barbs in this tank, and I got a bunch of cherry barbs in another tank at home. I don't know if I'm going to ever get baby cherry barbs, but, I mean, that's the way the gravel is, because they are egg scatterers. Oh! Because they are egg scatterers. That's the whole idea, is like they just drop eggs. So the cherry barbs drop eggs. All the other fish in here, except for that loach, or live bears. So the loach and the barbs lay eggs. And these guys are live bears. So whatever random guppy. There might be a couple different endlers in here that are mixed in with the guppies. Genetically mixed. Like there's one, actually. As time goes by, this water will become more clear because I'm not necessarily adding anything in here to create more tannins. So it'll just be like the tannins that just leach through the soil. But okay. I think we're good. think we're good. I'll go ahead and I'll end it here. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. Blah, 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 blah. Good day to you. Take care of yourself and everybody else and all that stuff.